Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-60.
Welcome back to East High. We get set for the Hive against the number 2 ranked in Class 4A, the Black Raiders, here tonight from East High after Coach Drent's girls team took care of business, got the win, and now we get set for this game here tonight as East High has been on a roll, had 100 points last week, their last game against Sioux City West, and look to win tonight, and this would be Coach Raz's 300th victory. 4-0 on the season. Big week this week. They play rival Sergeant Bluff on Friday, and then a big game against Lincoln Pius during the Baumgars Invite at the arena. We will have that game for you on Metro Sports. We'll have every game from the arena tonight, or over the weekend. So tonight, Sioux City East against the Hive. Rob Maynard will have the West Sioux Hinton game from West Sioux, and up in Sioux Falls we'll have Sioux Falls Lincoln against Harrisburg with Brad Newitt and his gang. Friday it'll be O'Gorman versus Roosevelt from Sioux Falls, and then of course we'll have the Baumgars Invite mini games. Go to our website, you will see all the pairings as that goes through Thursday through Saturday. And I will tell you, due to licensing, we have to do pay-per-view over the weekend, so those games, you can watch every game for $15. So quite a deal, and most of the schools are playing double headers, as that is by licensing reasons that we have to do that, and streaming rights and whatnot. So it'll be pay-per-view over the weekend, but it's free view here tonight as Raz Vanderloo goes for his 300th victory here tonight against the Hive. The East High Black Raiders have had balanced scoring as they've 6 players in double figures for them, and they play the Hive, who had a big season last year. This year, not quite, very young team, but they can still play a little bit, and they're led by junior Gotgoth, a sophomore, averaging 18 points a game. So it'll be interesting to see that. We'll be back. Well, we're going to go jump right into, we're going to hang on. We got Raz Vanderloo on the pregame show here. We're going to try to get to that interview here shortly. The Hive, coached by Donnie Johnson, who just did an outstanding job last year, as the Hive beat a lot of good teams, lost a quarterfinal game, I believe, to Valley, who went on to win the state championship. I actually got to host Valley and just didn't shoot well and ended up losing that. Meanwhile, in the sub-state game, the East High Black Raiders lost a tough game to Johnston, and they want to make amends to that this year and rank number 2 in Class 4A, and they're looking forward to doing that. So we're going to be back right after this. This is Metro Sports. This is the Central Bank pregame show.
up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. We're going to get set. A couple technical difficulties, so we won't have Raz on the pregame show. But Riley, talking to Raz, he's very excited. He's talked about this, doesn't care about the 300 wins. That will come, but he's worried more about how his basketball team will play here tonight against the Hive.
Yeah, and, we talked about it in the last game, Pat. We said, as I said, we've heard before, you never know. Tonight could be your night, and it could very well be the night for Thomas Jefferson. And I'm sure Raz, being Raz, though, told his guys, look, anybody can win any given night. So don't take your foot off the pedal. Take every opponent seriously, and he's a guy that plays with a lot of pride, a lot of honor. He will keep his team honest.
Well, indeed, as the Hive, they will give it their best. As we've seen in the past, they play awfully strong. And a young team this year looking to improve, as East High, meanwhile, has bigger aspirations, but they've got to continue to improve. Ranked number 2 in Class 4A, but we've seen them come up a little short in some sub-state games as of late. Hopefully this year they can get it done.
Yeah, we have, and you and I have been there for a lot of those games, Pat, and they've all been really close games. I feel as if now they have that ability, that little bit of edge that's going to get them over the line, and well, we could be seeing them at state. It's going to be a fun team to watch all year long.
Well, let's take a look at the Hive. Their starting lineup has not been announced. I guess it's going to be a game time deal. We'll have to get that while they're announcing that. But the East High Black Raiders, they will start at the guards will be Bilal Yusuf and Knife Yusuf, the 6'3 juniors. Bilal averaging 14 points a game, Knife averaging 12, both outstanding defenders, both 6'3 juniors. In the middle will be Manase Kasongo, averaging 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and about 5 dunks a game. They're called East Slamma Jamma for a reason. Manase Kasongo will be in the post. At the forwards will be Chris Loggins. Chris averaging 15 points a game, shooting 42% from the three-point line. He is a 6'5" junior. And at the power forward, if you will be the explosive Jang Ray. Jang is a 6'6" senior, averaging 11 points per game. They come off the bench very strong with basically their leading scorer, if you go by per minute, with the sensational sophomore Fahmy Yusuf, averaging 15 points a game, has just been outstanding. And I know you really enjoy watching Fahmy, the sophomore, play basketball.
Oh, it's great. Especially was it, I believe it was Fahmy last week against West, who bounced it off his opponent on the inbound and ended up dunking it right up and in. You never know what these guys are going to be up to. He's a fun player to watch.
Well, we call him East Slamma Jamma, and one of the reasons is because they get a bunch of dunks per game. But Raz says, we got to put all the highlight things away and just start playing more solid basketball. And as you talked about in December, things change over Christmas. A little more practice, the shooting gets better, and then the basketball certainly. When the ball goes in the basket, the basketball gets better.
Yeah. Everybody gets a little bit more confident once that ball tickles the twin just a couple of times.
You bet. So we get set for this game as these guys, the starting lineups for TJ will be junior Gotkoth, he's a sophomore, averaging 16 points a game. Aiden Jensen averaging 7 points a game. Zane Kirkman averaging 7 points a game. Jaden Fulgi averaging 5 points a game, and Damari Robinson, a 6'4" junior, averaging 9 points a game. So Robinson, Fuji, Kirkman, Jensen, and Gatkuth for TJ, coached by Donnie Johnson, who did such an outstanding job last year. He was hurt by the portal, as we like to call it anymore, but he's ready to roll now, and he knows he'll have his hands full against East Jamma as the starting lineup is being introduced here. The keys to the game brought to you by Vern Eide, and the keys to the game, Riley, Raz says, number one, get off to a great start.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a team that's great at getting off to that great start, too. But, as we talked about, it's all about getting into rhythm. You get off to that great start, you're going to get yourself in rhythm. And we saw it a little bit in the first quarter when we were here last week, when we saw East play. They had a little, against Lamar's, they had a little bit of a fight to get to their rhythm. After they got their rhythm, they blew it wide open. But in that first quarter, you didn't exactly know how it was all going to play out. So it's going to take a great start.
And number two on the keys of the game for East Jamma is Raz says, take care of your own business. He means play your kind of basketball with solid fundamentals.
See, and fundamentals, as I said during the girls' game, fundamentals is sort of where it goes back to. You might not have the ball go in the basket every time. You might not get the ball every time. However, if you play good defense, if you remain physical, if you keep the energy up, eventually the odds do go out in your favor, and those fundamentals end up adding up at the end of the game.
And number three for the Vern Eide keys to the game is, I threw this one in there for Raz, get career win 300.
I'm sure, he's not going to say it himself, but he's looking to get to number 300. Everybody wants to reach it. It'll take him into that next echelon as far as Sioux City lore goes. I mean, what could you want besides being on Team USA, which, wait a minute, Raz Vanderloo is, but it'll be fun to see tonight.
Yeah, it should be outstanding. Just point at it. It should be an outstanding contest here tonight as they get set. East Jamma will bring the Yusuf boys, B. Yusuf and Knife Yusuf. Manase Kasongo will be in the middle. Jang Ray will be at one forward. Chris Loggins will be the other. All five starters and the first player off the bench for East High average double figures. Outstanding basketball team, tip controlled by Jang Ray. And here comes B. Yusuf as he gets set, goes to his brother Knife, dribble drives in and going up strong and missing the putback. Surprised he didn't slam it was Manase Kasongo, and that was strange. He might have got hit on the elbow. Goes high-low to Jang Ray, flips it in. Beautiful pass from the short step-out area from Manase to Jang Ray. They're starting to get pretty good at that.
And that's the way to start it off, too. Do something that you know works. Get that rhythm going.
Holy smokes, we got an early foul on that one. And Chris Logan says this is we've got, we can already tell we've got a Chippy O crew going on right now as must have been doing a lot of 1A games because that wasn't a foul, and all three of them were yelling at somebody. Had the back official yipping at the student body, had the side official yipping at a fan, and Chris Logan's got an earful from the guy that called foul. Dribble drive in, ball put up, and there's a charge called. Good call right there, and great play right there by Knife Yusuf. As we talk about the Yusuf boys, they're on the ball defense, but that was great off the ball by Knife to stand in there and get the charge.
And we talk a lot about physicality. There's nothing more sacrificial than sacrificing your body on a charge like that. He really wants to win.
Zane Kirkman at 6'7" went flying in there. got the charge. Here's Jang Ray. He's going to back in, little half hook, goes up solid and scores. Averaging 11. He has 4, and it's 4-0 just like that. Full court press against the Hive.
Look, I just saw Hakeem there, Pat. I don't know what happened. If you squint enough.
Damari Robinson, number 14, and junior Gottkoth, number 1, are the ones to watch. Turnover, almost a turnover again. Loggins off to B. Yusuf. Little jump hook pass to brother Knife. Back to B. His 3 is good.
And that was
B. Yusuf,
great job
that's
by
his
Yusuf.
10th 3. His percentage continues to go up. Here's a long 3 put up by the Hive. Bounces around, doesn't go in. Rebound slapped around. Robinson and Jang Ray battling for it. Robinson wins that as number 10, Jaden Fuji, the junior, had that one go in and out. 7-0 so far, East High. Playing that tough man-to-man defense. Another 3 put up. That one's way short. Montse with the rebound. Fast break. Here comes B. Yusuf up ahead to Chris Loggins. Beautiful pass, and Chris lays it in. Assist by B. Yusuf, and that's the start that Raz Vanderloo wanted to get. 9-0, just like that, Riley, and that is East High basketball right there.
Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as a layup alley-oop? Because as we see right here, that's pretty much what it looks like off the miss is a nice rebound, and let's see, that's an alley-oop, and that's a layup alley-oop in the Metro Sports stat book.
Beautiful pass by B. Yusuf, laying that one in to put the score 9-0. Big weekend this week. We'll have Metro Sports will have a Baumgars invite brought to you by Siouxland Sports. That'll be at the Tyson Event Center. That will be a pay-per-view. There will be 24 games on tap. Metro Sports will bring them all for $15. You can watch them, and they have some great matchups as Western Christian will be there. Dakota Valley and Jason Kleiss and his great team. Omaha Scott will be there as well. MOC will be there. It's just going to be a great tournament. So on Thursday, pay the fee and then enjoy the basketball. Long 3 is put up and good by junior Gatkuth, the sophomore. Gatkuth at 6'6". This is a tall basketball team as they go 6'6", 6'7", 6'5" in the front. Jang Ray is going to pull up, and he's going to go to the line and shoot a free throw, or a couple of free throws on the call, as Jang being very active in that post. Very hard to defend. He's long and he's quick, and he's becoming very accurate with his shots.
Yeah, like I said, it reminds you of some of the great players that you saw back in the old days. There's nothing more confounding than a big guy who is as quick and has a soft to touch with the ball in his hand as Jang Ray. As that first free throw goes right through and right in.
Jang shooting 73% from the free throw line. He has really worked hard. You can tell his form is outstanding. Great rotation and great rhythm on his free throws this year. It was a little problem last year, but this year it looks pretty good. That's a nice release. 6 already for Jang Ray. He's going to step out. Jack Oman, the junior, who had such an outstanding football season, comes in at 6'5", so they don't lose any size or strength when Jack comes in. Little half hook is up, and that one's good by Aiden Jensen. Jensen averaging 7 points. Puts that one. Cal Jepson is checked in, as has the super soft Fahmy Yusuf. Fahmy goes to Montse, who's going to do a little half step. Can't hit. Oman battling. They're going to call a jump ball already. Got to let that one go through, as Donnie Johnson, the coach, is saying, hey, this is 4A. We let them play a little bit, but they'll figure it out. Zane Kirkman inbounds the ball, and here comes the Hive. Robinson up ahead against token man-to-man press. Cal Jepson, the All-State football quarterback, in for East High with Oman and Fahmy Yusuf. Montse Kasango and Bilal Yusuf.
Wow, that was a deep 3.
Junior Gatkuth hits another one, and that's the reason he's averaging 17 points a game. He has 2 threes. And it's 11-8, just like that. The Hive comes right back into it. After the timeout, back-to-back threes. Long 3 hit by Bilal Yusuf, his second of the game. Good to see that. His shooting has improved much. He can't get any better on the defense. But his offense, as Fahmy Yusuf is going, I should have had my hands ready, and Raz Vanderloo's giving him an earful. But Bilal comes up, makes a tips off to Monase. Nice assist. Another assist by Bilal to Monase. He lays it in, and Monase comes up with a big steal. The big guy at 6'7" goes to Fahmy Yusuf, and he scores. So the big guy's very active. Fahmy Yusuf is no bargain. He's a 6'5" sophomore. So you lose, and Bilal makes another steal. Bilal, wow, he must have had his Wheaties this morning because he is playing with a lot of energy. He's going to come out. Knife, his brother's going to come in. Monase is going to step out. And
we go 2 plays ago, Pat. For all intents and purposes, that ball should have been knocked away into the hands of the Hive, but the fast, big hands of Bilal Yusuf were able to keep that ball and make it an easy pass and an easy bucket.
10-point lead for the East High Black Raiders, ranked number 2 in Class 4A. Who's ranked number 1? That would be Valley. There's a knock away by Knife Yusuf. And when we say these Yusuf boys play defense, we mean they play defense. The best on-the-ball defenders I've seen in Northwest Iowa for a long time. Almost, how long is it since I've played? 43 years? 43 years.
Yeah, you know, you could have just said it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Inbound play by the Hive as they try to stay in it with 3:25 to go. Almost a near steal by Fahmy. There's Gatkuth. They're going to stay out on number 1. He may lift it from there. Cal Jepson says, yeah, he might. He's a frail little guy, or frail guy. He's 6'7", might weigh a $125. Long three by Robinson's off. Rebound to Jang Ray, and here comes East High. Cal Jepson brings it up. Goes off to Bilal, off to Jang. He's going to jump pass it, pick it up, go up and score. So assist to himself. He tried to hit Jack Oman in there. Ball was deflected back to him. There's a steal by Knife Yusuf. Boy, the Yusuf boys are all over, and he puts it in with the left hand. So Knife scores. The 6'3" juniors are playing great basketball here tonight at East High. 22-8 is your score. Dribble dive by Jaden Fuji. Puts up a wild shot, no good. Ray with the rebound. Here comes Cal Jepson. Up ahead to Fahmy finishes with the left hand smoothly. The 6'5" sophomore. 24-8. This group is really tearing it up on the full court press. There was a double dribble, got away with it. Raz says no. That back is Fahmy. He's going to get the steal off to Bilal. He's not going to duck it. Excuse me, Knife. I thought he was going to put her down. We know he can. He's just going to lay that one in. 26-8. So East Slamma Jamma got a timeout called by TJ. We're going to take a timeout with him with 2:03 to go. It's 26-8. The East High Black Raiders, ranked number 2 in the state of Iowa, they lead the Hive 26-8.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Tonight's basketball game is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. At halftime, we'll have the great Josh Sacknoff is going to join us as he's going to run that show down. A lot of basketball, as we mentioned, starting Thursday. The Hive breaks the press, had a 2-on-1 coming that way, but it was thrown away for their 4th turnover in a row against this very stout defense of East High Black Raiders. 26-8 is your score. 154 goal first quarter. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports. As there's a lob for Jang, and there's your dunk. So East Slamma Jamma comes with that as Knife puts up the dunk, or the lob and the dunk by Jang Ray, who's off to a big start. Another slap away right there. Here comes Knife.
Keep that replay for our greatest hits, Pat.
Gets the ball off, and resetting the offense will be B. Yusuf as they swing it around. High post to Monase. He's going to try to step through and powers it up with the right hand. That is unstoppable. At 6'7", 235 pounds, and what a skilled kid. 3.7 grade point average, and he will be our long three. Good, nice shot right there. as knocking that one is Jaden Hill, a junior, coming off. That's Jaden's 4th three of the season. It's 30-11. Long three, knocking that one in is B. Yusuf. That is his 3rd three-pointer to go around with his 3 assists and 3 steals. What a first quarter by Belial.
Nothing makes you feel better than getting them back, and that's exactly what those have been, those threes.
Long three off finally as Gatkuth finally misses one. Getting it as Parks. He's going to put it up. No good. Rebound put on the floor by Bilal Yusuf. Back to Gatkuth, and he may have run out of gas as a sophomore. As we said, very slight. He's not very heavy. Maybe getting a little tired on those. 26 seconds to go. East Jamma leads 33-11 here in the first quarter. 33 points in the first quarter by East Jamma.
They score more and more every game, Pat. We've seen it.
2-3 zone there, high-low. Loggins, beautiful pass to Jang Ray, and Jang slams it. What a pass by Loggins. The sharing of the ball has been outstanding tonight by East High. That is already their 8th assist here in the first quarter. Dribble drive by Robinson. As he gets stuck, gets the ball back, puts it up and scores. What a play right there by Damari Robinson at the buzzer, and that's going to end the quarter with the score. East Jamma 35, the HIVE 13 when we come back. What a quarter for East High.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Welcome back, 35-13. Tonight's basketball game is presented by CF Industries, also Central Bank and their pregame show, Vern ID Motor Cars and their keys of the games, Greenberg Jewelry's their halftime report, Sioux City Tarps, the starting lineups, brought to you by Sioux City Tarps, and Baumgart's postgame as we go started as we see this instant replay. East Jamma getting things going right here, Riley.
Oh, this was great. I loved every second of this. It's Chris Loggins is going to have the ball here. I'm sorry, that was Chris Loggins was on the other one. It was Zhang Ray. Either way, that was at the end of that alley-oop there, all the way from the top of the three-point line.
Well, East High quickly out of the side out. Chris Loggins nailed a long three, and Chris has 5, knocks that one in. Chris shooting very well from three-point, ball slapped away, and here comes, as Lyle's going to lay that one in for his 11th point of the game. We said East High has 6 players averaging in double figures, including Fahmy Yusuf, who comes off the bench, averaging 16 a game. How about that, the sophomore? And his points per minute are amazing. He has 4 points tonight. I think he's played about 2 minutes. There's a mercy call on the sideline drive right there, as Raz wanted to work on the fundamentals defensively, and I think he has, Riley.
Yeah, and you can see it by the score. If these guys were still running with him, it wouldn't be 40-13. However, it's the defense. You have to not only play good offense, good defense. That's what makes a team great, and you can see it. You can watch it in their desire to take charges, their ability to sacrifice, play the double team, stick to the fundamentals. That's great Raz coaching. 3rd
three of the night by junior Gatkoth as he knocks that one in. Beautiful shot there. Zane Kirkman is the player that he got that early charge at 6'7", looks very active in there. He could be good. Monase dribble drives, goes up strong against Kirkman, who holds his ground and blocks that shot. Kirkman, a senior, and he looks like a player that has a lot of potential. Probably has his best basketball ahead of him. Dribble drive in, nothing there. Hill's going to kick it out, and they're going to call it travel as Cal Jepson was applying the defense there as Jang Ray, Cal Jepson, Knife Yusuf, Monase, and Bilal Yusuf are on the floor for the East High Black Raiders. Cal Jepson, the All-State football quarterback, set the record for career touchdown passes with another season to go. He throws a touchdown pass right there as Knife Yusuf comes from the back side, knifes into the zone, and flips it in for his 6th point. The Yusuf boys are scoring points and making plays, and almost came up with another steal right there. As just getting away was got to as they go around. Kurtman throws that away. Ball stolen away up ahead. Knife Yusuf goes up and scores. Assist from his brother Bilal, and layup by Knife Yusuf, and we're going to take a look at that, Riley. And this is just beautiful defense by East High. Good help right there, and here's your fast break.
Exactly, and this is going to be 3 the old-fashioned way. Yusuf, 3, and the foul.
And I'm sure Grandma McGuire out there in Dalton, Nebraska enjoyed that as the Yusuf boys are playing well. And like to say hi to Sean and Leanne Hedges out in Grand Island, Nebraska. They're tuning in tonight, watching their grandkids play very well. Jack Oman keeps it alive and scores 46-16 as being relentless and a very efficient is East High. When you can go with Oman at 6'5" off the bench and a 6'5" Fahmy Yusuf, you're pretty good. Long 3, that one's off no good. Cal Jepson's going to wisely let it go out of bounds. And we thought that before the last game, Lamar's did not play that bad of a basketball game.
No, they did not at all.
Now the shooting has cooled off a little bit for TJ after a little run. But, you know, really, East High can just make you look bad. Fahmy Yusuf for 3, rushed that one, but Oman's on the weak side, picks up the junk and scores, and that's what he can do for you. Jack's telling me he's going to join East Slamma Jamma here real soon, and he will. He's a really good dunker.
Well, let me put it to you this way, Pat. When your smallest guy is 5'10" and a junior, and he is a quarterback for your football team, you know you got a big physical team on your hands.
Fahmy switched it over to his right hand, probably wish he would have kept it in his left, and the ball was blocked away nicely by Aiden Jensen, and he's no bargain at 6'6". So a lot of size. Monase Kasongos checks in there. Monase will be our senior spotlight here coming on Thursday. You're going to enjoy that when you see that. What an interesting guy. Speaks 3 different, a little half look. Jack Oman has 6 quick points. Monase speaks 3 different languages. Is a 3.7 grade GPA, and just a very articulate, very nice young man. And what a future he has, being recruited Division I. Up Fahmy with a steal, leads it off. Look out, Fahmy's going to switch hands that time to the left. He said, "You're not blocking this one." And Fahmy's doing what Fahmy does. Score points in a matter of seconds whenever he comes into the game. 52-16 is your score. East High will be in action Friday against Sergeant Bluff. You never know what's going to happen over there. They normally have some strange math usually goes on. Long 3 goes off, no good. Oman with another rebound. Already have Oman for 5 rebounds.
5 rebounds, 6 points. This guy's working on a
Fahmy
double-double.
sets up and knocks it in for 3. And what can't Fahmy do, as he is now 7 out of 17. That's a almost 40% clip for you math aficionados out there. He can hit a 3, and Fahmy quickly has 9 points. Oh my, is East High playing well. Trying to get Raz his 300th victory in his star-studded career. Of course, Raz's first basketball team, ball slapped away, another turnover. Good defense by Chris Loggins there. Raz's his first year, his team finished 2nd in the state. Ran out of gas against a very good Iowa City West, couldn't make any shots. But in the semifinals, one of the best high school games I've ever watched. They beat undefeated 27-0, ranked number 1 Ankeny in the semis. Alex Emming, just such great players. Woodbury on those teams. Fuller, they were just Monase with the rebound. He's going to get a chance for 2. And that was his first basketball team. That was 17 years ago. And now Raz closing in on 300 wins here at East High.
And what you see here, I know they've lost a couple of players that they had last year, a couple of the seniors, but they've had great players come up and take those spots. You have a lot of players that were here last year and the year before that. Both were losses that they expected to win. So if you watch, there's a lot of not only increased talent, but increased fire in these guys to make it all the way.
Montase shooting 68% from the free throw line, misses that one. And with him at the free throw line, it's when he hesitates right at the top is when they go in. A lot of times when players are that big and strong, obviously, have such big hands, like Wilt Chamberlain, for instance.
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah.
It's hard to make free throws when your hands are that big. That's why one of the reasons Rick Barry, remember the great Rick Barry? I'm dating myself here a little bit, going way back in the 70s, early 80s. Rick Barry went to the underhand, in and out, no good, as Montase can't hit those, and he'll continue to work on those certainly over Christmas. Two-man press by Bill Lyle and Fahmy Youssef, and up ahead comes Robinson, shortening his dribble, gets it off to Gatkuth, and he's going to lose it out of bounds, and that's the 14th turnover by the Hive tonight. 55-16 is your score. East High Black Raiders leave. Rob Maynard, he's over in West Sioux, as Hinton and West Sioux are tipping it off. And Brad Newitt and his Sioux Falls crew have a big one, Harrisburg versus Sioux Falls Lincoln. Staying in that 2-3. Bilal Yosef, who's just been outstanding, 11 points, 4 assists, 4 steals. Out on the floor, has 3 threes. Chris Loggins gives it a look. 12 on the shot clock. Short step out area to Jang Ray. His pull-up is good. Boy, that's almost unstoppable. 14 for Jung Ray, and it's 57-16 as the Hive. We've got some hands up there as right in front of the official as he checked him a little bit. And
as we wait for them to inbound this next ball, the score currently up in Sioux Falls, 22-6. Number 2 Lincoln leads it over Harrisburg.
Oh boy. Good hustle again by the Youssefs. Here's Bilal come up. You had to double clutch, couldn't hit it after Knife came up with a steal. Now Fahmy comes up with a steal, gets shoved, and will take a side out of bounds. East High is all over the place. They are ready to go to get Raz his 300th career win.
And just like last week against Lamar's and against Sioux City West, this is just a fun team to watch, and they're sure putting it all on display tonight. In and out, no good by Bilal Yusuf. That's his first miss for 3, and a little scoop shot nicely by Jaden Fuji to make it 57-18. All 3 Yusuf boys are in. Knife's into Jang. He goes up high, contested up rim level by the Hive. Nice job, and they come down with it. So you don't see that much. Jang went up there. Chris Loggins playing some good defense, but sticking in his 4-3 was Junior Gotkuth. So Junior can score. There's not many people that you see hang with. Oh, that man right there. East Slamma Jamma. Don't make him mad, Pat. You see what happens. So his last one was contested, but this time Fahmy with a great assist, and Jang put that one down. Whoa. Good backdoor cut off the flex, but no good. Fahmy Youssef with the score. And Fahmy's going to just take it and has the ball slapped away. And Robinson's going to contest, pulls up off the glass, no good. Knife loses it. Junior Gatkuth with a great shot. Nice chop by Junior. Gatkuth is fun to watch. He has 14, averaging 17 on the season. Boy, he's a fun player to watch. He's going to do anything he can to keep his team going, and they're going to need every bit of him tonight. Fahmy goes to Jang again, and he's going to get another slam. His 4th of the half, and what a pass by Fahmy Youssef as the assists galore tonight by the East High Black Raiders. Great passing tonight, and of course, absolutely outstanding finishes. If I did not know better, Pat, I'd say the dream was right here in Sioux City East. We'll see, 61-23 right there, and this is the one thing that Raz did not want to happen, as Knife Youssef got a little careless with the ball, and going to hear it from Raz a little bit. Stepping into the game is Jack Ritchie, is going to check in and get some minutes as Montase checks back in. Jang Ray is probably tired of dunking. He's got 3 in the last few moments.
Nope, he's going to stay in with Cal Jepson, Richie Jepson, Bilal Yusuf, Jang Ray, and Manase Kasango. Long three, and it's good. Fourth of the half by Bilal Yusuf. He has 14 as he's having a big night. Last shot going to beat up. Nope, he decided to dish it, and that's going to end the half. And East Slamma Jamma, they're rolling 64-23 here at half, brought to you by Greenberg's Jewelers. When we come back, we'll have wrap-up of the scoring here in the first half, and we're going to have Josh Sacknoff, and he's going to talk about the Baumgars invite by Siouxland Sports at the Tyson. When we come back, we're going to talk a lot of basketball with Josh Sacknoff.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I've made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Prestige, widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality. It's a name that speaks for itself. Prestige is something you earn. It's where quality counts since 1975. And we improve ourselves at every chance by working with customers every step of the way. Visit either Prestige Collision Center's location today, where it's more than just a name.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
And this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half-gallon to take home. Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Welcome back at 64-23. Pat Schultz here with Riley Lillenquist as the East High, ranked number 4, the East High Slamma Jamma, putting it on the Hive tonight, 64-23. And this weekend, East High will be in action again. Friday, they travel over to Sergeant Bluff. But then Saturday, they're one of many teams that will take part in the Baumgars invite. And we're proud to have the media director.
Oh, yes. Whatever that may be.
Josh Sacknoff joining us, who, by the way, I have to say this, the biggest Oregon Duck fan in Northwest Iowa.
And alum.
And alum.
And
yes,
alum.
I forget to say that.
And alum. But I do want to mention one thing. I remember I did cover Raz's 200th win against TJ back 2019, I believe it was.
Well, we're
so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Good to see you, Josh. Thanks for coming up. And let's talk a little bit about our big weekend Of course, Metro Sports will be there, and you will be there, and just tell us all about it.
So the point of having this invitational, and we want to thank Baumgars for their support as well as CNOS, is to give these high school teams a more of a state environment, so they know what it's like to play in a bigger venue and to do something different than being in your high school gymnasium all the time. Another thing too is that, you know, a portion of the ticket sales that goes to the Miracle League in Sioux City. So not only are we bringing in teams that, you know, it'll benefit Sioux City, but also we're giving back to the community, and that's like one of the biggest, you know, some of the most important things to me in running an event like this.
And your involvement with the Miracle League is miraculous, if you will.
Yep.
You have such an impact for the Miracle League, and this is just
team,
one of the many things you've done for.
Yep. So it's great, and I think we have a really good group of games this year. I'm thankful that we're, you know, hopefully we're going to have some good weather, and you know, we start out with Hinton and Kingsley Pearson. The Hinton girls look very tough right now. I mean, at night we'll have Kemper Catholic Winnebago. I think that's going to be really good. Western Christian is going to state champion boys. They're going to take on Lincoln Lutheran, who almost won a state title last year. And then Saturday, I mean, we have start out with SBL and Elk Point Jefferson, but you got Sioux City East boys and girls and boys back to back, which will be great. And another one, MOC Floyd Valley and Scott. I think that is a sneaky, tough game, and I think that's going to be good. And then we end the night with Bishop Heelan girls taking on Dallas Center Grimes, and a big one at night, the Heelan boys taking on DV.
Oh, just a great lineup. And if it's anything like last year, it should just be outstanding. Last year was so much fun, such great games, great attendance, great viewing, and this event is, for December, as good as basketball can get.
Right, and we're excited. It takes time and effort to get these teams in and to talk to the athletic directors. It's time consuming, and people don't realize that sometimes, how you're able to get these 3 days in, and it's exciting. I mean, Baumgars, CNOS, I mean, we have Wells Blue Bunny, Jimmy John's, the Oakview group at Tyson. They've been amazing with us. Greenberg's Wall of Fame, Old Chicago, Metro Sports. Thank you guys so much for covering this event. You guys do a great job. Hilton Garden Inn, Thompson Solutions Group, Liberty National Bank, and Jen Stillwell and Associates. So I just wanted to thank them for their support, and that's how we are able to run an event like this.
Oh, and it's just a terrific event, and it's so well run. And believe it, and as we know as media, it really stays on schedule. When the game time says that, it normally
that's our plan. That's our plan to do it. But we're really looking forward to it, and through an exciting 3 days of basketball. You know, you can't beat sitting there watching hoops all day.
Oh no, it's as you
the best
mentioned,
thing.
Josh. We're with Josh Sacknoff, and Josh, like you mentioned, it's almost like a mini state tournament, and it's not like playing. Well, the Wells is no longer the Wells, but like playing in Des Moines. This is about the second best thing you can have to that.
And that's why they like playing in those types of environments.
Open-end
to get
courts.
Used to it. Correct.
Looking forward to it. Such great matchups. We will see you there with all the media things that you do. Do such a great job sending your runners up with pronunciations and starting lineups and all those great things. And we really appreciate the job that you do, Josh.
Thank you, Pat.
You
appreciate
bet.
you having me on.
We'll see you this weekend. Josh
Absolutely.
Sacknoff, the media director of the Baumgars Invite, which will be this week starting Thursday on Metro Sports. Come on down, get yourself a pass, and watch all those games. It's terrific high school basketball. We'll be back with more on Metro Sports TV. East High Jamma leads at 64-23. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Cleaner dishes, tubs, sinks, and more? Call H2O4U at 258-SOFT. Want softer hair, skin, clothes, and towels? Call 258-SOFT. Want safe, clean drinking water? Call 258-SOFT. Have an existing water system that you want checked? Call 258-SOFT for the $69 Serviceman Special. Want a free water test? Call 258-SOFT. Great water is all we do at H2O4U. Call 712-258-SOFT or go to softwater.com.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Thank you to our good friend Josh Sacknoff as we get set for the Baumgars Invite, which starts on Thursday on Metro Sports and at the Tyson Event Center. 64-23 is your score. The first half scoring, and as we talked about, 6 different players average in double figures for East Jamma, and they're right on that right now as they're led by Bilal Yusuf, who had 4 3-pointers. He has 14. Jang Ray has 18, including some spectacular dunks. 8 points for Naif Yusuf, 8 points for Fahmi Yusuf, 6 for Manase Kasango Malu, 5 for Christopher Loggins, including a 3-pointer, and 6 off the bench for Jack Oman, and there's a steal right away. Here comes Naif Yusuf, goes nicely to the hole, gets off his feet, probably wanted to shoot that, and they're going to bring it down. And we got a foul called that time as Zane Kirkman was fouled by Manase Kasango, and he'll go to the line to shoot for 2, 64-23. Thank you to Josh for stepping in. It's going to be a great invite this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Unfortunately, I can't be there to watch in person, be on the call, but I will be watching at home.
Yep, tell us how it looks like from Idaho.
Oh, I'll definitely. You'll hear from me, trust me.
Free throw up and good. 64-24 is your score as East Jamma is putting on a show here tonight at East High. 2 games before Christmas, then they go on Christmas break, but 2 big games, Sergeant Bluff and Lincoln Pius. It's going to be a good one. Here's Naif Yusuf for 3, and he knocks it in. So Naif is having a big night. Big shout out to the East High basketball manager, Jeremy Wright. Boy, Jeremy is about as good a guy as you'll ever meet. And he came in, he goes, I need some airtime, Pat. So little shout out to Jeremy. Just a great kid, and he does such a great job for Raz Vanderloo. Like a little shout out to Taylor Lusabrink and Emily Gunderson watching the Yusuf boys here in Sioux City, and they're watching them play quite well. So, and also Grandpa Gary McGuire watching as well. 67-24 is your score. East High just exploding with amazing teamwork, great passing, and whatnot for East High tonight.
It really is something special to watch, but as we see right now, the defense is nothing to run away from. As we saw Junior hit there, have to put up a prayer 3, went off.
Yep, that was good defense, and now facing that zone, Chris Logan squares up, can't hit. Rebound pulled off by the Hive. They want to run a little bit. They're tired of that stifling D that East Jamma's put on, filling the lane on the secondary break, putting it up. There's Aiden Jensen, can't hit. Probably should go up and dunk that at 6'7". Naif Yusuf to Loggins. They swing it around to Bilal. He gets a screen. He has 14 on the night, looking for 16, can't score. Manase with a rebound, steps through, goes up for the power dunk. Can't get it, switches to the left hand and scores. Manase Kasango Malu with a beautiful play right there. Went up for the dunk, lost it, and then slapped it in with the left hand.
Marv Albert would call that a spectacular move.
He would have said yes.
Yes.
See, you're not that young. You can remember
got it.
Marv.
Yeah.
Well, Marv's still doing games.
Yeah.
So
he's starting to slow down. Yeah.
So Jack Ullman's going to check in. Jack had a huge first half with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Cal Jepson comes in, the All-State quarterback, and then instant offense. Fahmi Yusuf, instant offense, instant defense, instant rebounding. Fahmi brings it all. What a talent he is. A 6'5" sophomore. And this one's coming down, folks. Fahmi puts her down. East Jamma with their 5th dunk tonight. Big one by the sophomore, Fahmi Yusuf. That was on demand there, Riley.
Yeah, it was.
Fahmi could hear us up here. 71-24. is your score. 44 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
That one just goes into the crowd.
Coach Drent won a game here earlier in the girls' game. Nice job by Riley doing all the work tonight. Went down for a Raz interview at half, and I was there the whole night. But Raz was pretty excited about his basketball team. Good pass into Jack Oman. Jack muscles it up. Can't hit. Nice defense that time by Gotskoth right there, who has 14 points to lead. Dribble drive in and scoring that time is Aiden Jensen. Boy, I'll tell you what, this team's they've got some size. If they can take care of the ball, obviously, better, they could be a threat.
See, and what I noticed, especially in the last game, even though it was marginal as that three tickles the twine again for Youssef, what I noticed in the last game, although it was marginally better, those girls, they did better when they got the ball moving, when they were physical, when they didn't wait to set up, and we may see the same thing out of these Hive boys.
5 3-pointers, as you saw. Bilal Youssef hits that. He has 17. Little fade off, no good. Jang Ray with the rebound. Jang has 6 rebounds. Up ahead to Knife Youssef, and that's Bilal again. Bilal knocks it in, his twin. Back-to-back threes, and just like that, he has 20. What a game by Bilal Youssef.
He's got the points. He's got the assists.
That makes it fast. Long three is off, no good. Goes out of bounds. 77-26 your score. Clock running, obviously, with 35 seconds to go. And East High, doesn't matter who they play tonight. The way they're shooting and as active as they are. Took care of business. Did not like the way they played the first half against West. And certainly Raz got their attention, and they look much sharper. Short step out to Jang Ray. Good pass into Oman. He didn't want the shot. Goes off to Knife Youssef. He comes in, switches hands, and scores with his left hand. Knife Youssef scores. They're just juniors, folks. 6'3", and Fahmy just a sophomore at 6'5". Like to see him show his hands a little more on the perimeter. And he's got a three put over by junior Gotkoth, and Raz putting Fahmy on that kid, and that's why he wants him to learn a little bit of defense and need to get his hands. Here's Knife going up for another three. When I was have 4 in a row by the Youssef boys, can't hit. And Knife comes up with a steal after Oman kept it alive. Jang Ray back to beautiful pass from Knife.
That was a whole team effort.
You bet. It went from short step out Jang Ray to Knife Youssef, laid it off with his left hand to Jack Oman, who has 8 points. And they have all kinds of double-figure scores tonight. 81 points. East High scored 107 last week against West High. Dribble drive in, nothing there for the Hive. They go for the shot, and it's rejected by Knife Youssef.
Well, I believe it was Kevin McHale who said it about the Lakers during their championship run. He said, well, about the best thing we can hope for now is that they'll run themselves to death and they'll have to forfeit. Yep. Because this East team, just all of them can play, and they play so fast and so well.
Well, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Dr. J, Wilt, all those guys were talked about as the greatest basketball players ever. Nice pass inside. But Larry Bird said the best player he's ever seen was Kevin McHale, who was something else. You know what? 1980, I went up to Old Williams Arena, which I loved. 1980. I was a sophomore in high school. Wow. A bunch of us went up, and on a Saturday afternoon, we watched Indiana play Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
Kevin McHale, Trent Tucker, Randy Brewer was on that team. Great team. Mark Hall. Played Indiana with, of course, Bobby Knight, who was such a legend back then, of course. Isaiah Thomas was a freshman.
Oh, wow.
Ray Tolbert. The next year, Indiana would win the national title, but that was my first Big Ten basketball game up at Williams Arena, and Kevin McHale was unbelievable.
That would have been something amazing to see.
Oh, boy. Well, it was hard to see because back at Old Williams Arena, you had to sit behind those big old girders, the steel beams, you know. But that was the whole ambiance of Williams Arena. Made many trips up there. It was a lot of fun. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Hive. They trail 81-30. Our next game will be Thursday night or Thursday afternoon, as we'll start the Baumgars Invite. Looking forward to that. Top of the key, they swing it around. Robinson has been averaging 12, hasn't been able to score tonight against his tough D. Long shot because Gatkuth has been something else. He has 18 on the night, averaging 17. You see why.
Yeah,
he can really shoot it.
He's long. He's got a smooth touch.
Jang Ray scores his 20th of the night as he knifes in there to score, as Jang is just having a great game. Carter Ginger has checked in the game for East High, as has Chase Tout, and that's going to end the third quarter with your score. 83-33 is your score. East Jamma going to move on, continue to be undefeated. We'll have the fourth quarter, and then we'll have our post-game show right after that. Fourth quarter coming up. It's 83-33. East High leads.
Perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
East Jamma leads at 83-33, and it's been plays like this, Riley, on our KCAU instant replays that have basically done it. As you see Jang Ray take it and just slam it home, East Jamma style. Jack Oman, who has been outstanding inside, tips it up, rebounds himself, puts it up again and scores, and Jack's into double figures with 10 points. The junior Jack Oman, and this basketball team's not going to go away. You have all three Yusuf boys and Jack Oman and Cal Jepson all coming back next year. And you have Montesey's younger brother, Asser, at 6'6", and every time I see him, he's even bigger. Here's Knife Yusuf just dribbling by, kicks it off to Fahmy, and he just knocks in his second three of the game. 14 points for the sensational sophomore, Fahmy Yusuf. He averages 15 on the year. He averages about 6 minutes a game. He scored. Long three is deflected by Fahmy with those long arms. And here comes Cal Jepson. Cal came off that leg injury last year in football, got through this football season. Here's Oman dribble drive in there. He's having fun now. Gets tied up that time as Raz going to let him go with that one. Says, put up the first shot, kid. Sir Kasongo, the younger brother of Montesey Kasongo, has checked into the game, and Frankie Stoos is also coming in. They really like Frankie at 6'4". He has a lot of skills, just a sophomore. Like we talked about, this basketball team's not going to go away.
No, it'll be nice to see the potential that some of these young guys have and what they'll bring to the team in the next couple of years.
Sir was telling me the other day he's going to join East Jamma. He said he's going to get a dunk. Better close out on Gatooth. Can't hit it, as he's played very well. Dribble drive in and got a loose ball foul or something called down there below. The refs just probably got tired. And
what's going to help Asur get to that point where he joins the East Jamma fraternity is seeing everybody else do it. You know, when you see everybody else do it, you say, I want to do it too. If no one on your team's dunking, maybe you don't get inspired to dunk. But, boy, everyone in this team can get up.
Well, if you've ever been to one of your practices, you're wondering, the athletic director, B.J. Cook, it's probably, guys, stay off the rim just a little bit, because they like to show off their outstanding skills. 88-34 is your score. Fahmy Yusuf still in the game with Frankie Stoos. Cal Jepson's going to get some playing time as well. Carter Ginger out there. Carter, an outstanding junior amateur golfer out there now.
Yeah.
He should be. His Grandpa Tracy and his dad Tony were awfully good.
It didn't look like Cal Jepson wanted to take that foul. He wanted that play to play out, pass that ball away.
That would be Cal. He's a very competitive, tough young man. For him to come off that injury like he did last year was something else. Here's Fahmy Yusuf out of the set play. Asir Kasongo had a chance for the rebound, bobbled it, couldn't pick it up. Cal Jepson's going to come up with a steal. And here comes East Slamma Jamma looking for 100 points for the second one in a row. Fahmy fakes, scoops it up with the right hand, can't score. Rebound Asir, he's going to put it up, can't hit. And rebound pulled off by the Hive. On the run, 20 points. Got to it, pull up by Robinson, spins in and out, no good. Stooce with the rebound, Cal Jepson with the great pass ahead. Now Fahmy who slams it home. East Slamma Jamma scores their 90th of the night. What a pass by Cal Jepson.
That was something beautiful to watch. We'll have that replay here for you right now.
What a pass right there by Cal Jepson. You see the football quarterback after the miss comes out on the fast break and watch his pass, zips it in there. Fahmy slams her home.
It's almost like he's made that pass a half a dozen times, Pat.
90-34 is your score up ahead. Woo! Asir puts it in.
Yes, sir.
So the young sophomore Asir Kasongo getting some playing time, and when he grows into that body, to look out. Cal Jepson says, I'll take the defensive assignment against Gaskoof, and they're going to call him for a push foul out front. Cal says, that's not a foul in our practice. Chase Took comes in, and Richie checks back in.
I would not doubt, Pat, that the East High practices probably get almost as physical as their games themselves.
No, I've watched a few of them, and yes, they do. Of course, you got the Yusuf boys. Anytime you put brothers against each other in a practice, you know that's going to be a bloodbath. What's real fun is watching Kasongo and Jack Oman battle in the post. Dribble drive by Robinson off, no good. Rebound pulled off by Stooce, and here they come. Here's Fahmy. Dribble drive, goes to the left hand, can't score. And going to get a travel called right there. And with 3 minutes to go, 92-34 is your score. As the Black Raiders rolling through this one. We'll have the post-game show right afterwards. Going to have a word with Cal Jepson for three. Got it. Right in front of the student body, and they like that one. 95 points, 2 minutes to go. Will they get to 100? That's about the only suspense left in this game. And with the shot clock, that makes it fun. Boy, that was long overdue, wasn't it?
I know they started last year, I believe.
How much the game's improved since they've gotten the shot clock in high school basketball. Thank you to all of our advertisers, including CF Industries. They provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Central Bank, and proud sponsors of the pregame show. Vern ID Motor Cars, Keys of the Game, Greenberg Jewelry's halftime report. And thank you for Josh Sacknoff for stopping over. Sioux City Tarps, who is a proud sponsor of the East High starting lineups. Baumgart's postgame show. Bob Rose Point after. Bodega Grill. And you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy at Allstate. Also Family First Dental. 30 locations across northwest Iowa. Here's a serve. You're not going to pull up. Has 95 points. And you're going to have to score, I think, on this possession to get to 100. And no good. And with 1:45 to go, we'll see what happens. We know Razzle, if there's final possession, we know Razzle freeze it. Jump. Oh, they're going to call foul on Asir Kasongo as Asir blocked that one cleanly. They wanted to go with that.
Sure.
Well, looking at the all-time wins, of course, the Vanderloos, Jeff, had 311 wins, 295 city wins. Their dad, Rich, who started coaching here in 1972 basketball, had 115, and Raz with his going for his 300th. That's a lot of wins. And you have John Vanderloo, who was at North High for many years. a lot of wins for the Vanderloos in basketball.
Yeah, that's a lot of wins attributed to one name. You can take your pick. All of them are going to get you to where you need to be.
Well, you ask Raz that you're like, how long are you going to stick around? But he keeps coming up with these young players. I know I'm not quitting until I'm Fahmy Yusuf's gone.
No, exactly. And by the time Fahmy's done, who knows who's going to be here.
Yeah. So 95-35 is your score. We hope to have Raz up here afterwards. We will have Raz after. Good pass underneath as a little flex cut and a beautiful pass right there. Jack Ritchie, a junior, lays it in. Some of these reserves are awfully good. They're 3 points away, so the student body, will be John for Ginger, somebody to hit a three. Hesser with the rebound, kicks it ahead, going up and losing the ball out of bounds. Come on, official, keep it here. No, there we go. They won overrides. I thought when we first started we might have these officials kind of stayed out of the way. So we'll see if East High can get to the century mark right here. Stoos looks in to Kasongo, back to Stoos, puts it up with his left hand, and they have 99, so the next basket's 100. Nice inbound play, and Stoos puts it in beautifully with the left hand. Dribble drive in, pull up, no good, and East High will have a crack at it right here. Up ahead, Frankie Stoos says, I'll take the honors, gets deep, puts it up, can't score, tipped up by Ginger, no good, underneath, and he scores!
Wow!
Ginger with what a pass, tipped out by Ritchie to Ginger, and it's 101-35. What a circus shot right there.
Everybody had a shot at that one. My
so
goodness.
Raz Vanderloo will win his 300th career win with a big blowout here against the Hive, 101-35. We'll be back with a post-game show right after this. So we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
And this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News, we are Siouxland proud.
Get the sign. We're back, and they're going in as Raz Vanderloo wins his 300th game, and his basketball team couldn't play any better tonight. Outstanding, as they're going to get a team picture as Raz Vanderloo with his 300th win, and it's nice to see this tonight as his basketball team was outstanding.
Here come the balloons.
Yeah. So a nice tribute to Raz. It's a testimony to both his skills and, as he says, longevity. That helps as well. But his basketball team tonight played extremely well.
Oh, yeah, it was an excellent game by the whole team. I mean, to get 101 points, my goodness. I mean, it's physicality, it's fundamentals. It's more than just scoring, you know what I mean? You can't just look at the score of 101. You have to look at the differential, 101-35. There's defense, there's physicality, speed. There's a desire to win in these guys. That's something that I've noticed, and you and I talked about that. You and I talked about that earlier. We talked about the fact that after the last couple years, a couple close losses in the playoffs has led to sorry about that. Anyway, it's led to several different just fires burning in these guys to win. And as you get to 300, maybe a fire to do it, especially for a great coach like Raz.
Well, quite a tribute, 101-35. We'll be back with more of the Baumgars post-game show. We are going to have the head coach, his 300th win. Raz Vanderloo will be joining us right after this when we come back.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Go right here, Raz. Oh, they played great. Shoot, they got after it defensively, and the Yusuf boys were.
They were all of them. I mean, wow.
Welcome back, 101-35 as East slam a Jamma in full force tonight. They slammed the Hive. Well, they stung the Hive, 101-35. Joining us now, his career 300th win. Raz Vanderloo. Raz, thanks for coming up. I know a lot of well-wishers are down there, but thank you for taking time. Congratulations.
You know, it's funny. Everybody wants to talk to you when you win. You know, and if the games we lose, they don't ever want to talk to me. I know that. No, couldn't be more happier for the school, the team, the players, obviously, everybody that's ever played here. They're all a part of it, and I really truly believe that they are a part of it. Assistant coaches, like I said, the school administration, everybody's got to be on board for stuff like this to work.
And tonight you guys really worked. I know you weren't happy with the first half last week against West, but your kids took care of the ball, played some great defense.
They really did. Regardless of the opponent, like I said, we're just trying to worry about ourselves, what we do, and when we can use our athleticism, our quickness and everything, we can be okay.
Jang Ray was incredible to start things. Was that part of the strategy to go in deep to him?
Yes. We thought we had an advantage inside, and whether it was a high-low or just a direct post pass, either one, and I think it was. I mean, Jang is so quick and long and athletic, and then you got big power in there with Mondesi, and Jack Oman did a great job tonight too. Yeah. So we can't forget about him. So we got three post guys they're okay.
The Yusuf boys were outstanding, hitting threes, making plays. They're great defense, always around the ball, but there's the way you guys shared the ball.
Tonight is the best we've shared the ball all year, and look at the result, 101. And we weren't trying to, like I said, put 101 on anybody, but we want everybody to play. And when we shoot the ball like that, sky's probably the limit.
Oh boy, outstanding game. Outstanding job by your kids tonight. And of course, Fahmy Yusuf, he comes in, throws in 16 points.
Makes it look easy. Makes it look easy. I'm telling you, that guy makes it look easy.
Little showtime at the end.
Wow, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was. He's a phenomenal player. Just a sophomore. I mean, people need to kind of go like, who's that guy? Because he's a player.
Well, I'm glad you won your 300th tonight, because tomorrow night we'll have a nice feature on KCAU with our partners. Anthony Mitchell putting something together, some past players talking about your career. We were talking about it here on the air. Your first basketball team you coached here. finished second in the state.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. No, once again, it goes back to the players, though. Phenomenal guys on that team. You know, Woodbury, Godfrey, Alex Hemming, you know, J.C. Fuller, Mike Marcel. I mean, I don't want to start naming off names because I'm going to forget somebody, but all the guys we've had, every one of them, if you're listening, which I know some of them are, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you personally for the the work that you've put in to make this program what it is.
Oh, well, and you have done an outside. We're talking about all the Vanderloos. Your dad, Rich, took over, had over 100 wins, started in 1972, I believe. Yeah. And then Jeff, 311 before he took his career to Creighton, and now you threw up 300.
And we're getting close to 311.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I think we're going to get there this year. Looking forward. You got a big week this week. We've talked about you never know what's going to happen with the math at that scoreboard Friday night over at Sergeant Bluff. And big game there. Crazy things happen. Yep. And then Saturday, big game at the Tyson Event Center.
Absolutely. Against a very good Lincoln Pius team. So we got our work cut out for us, Sergeant Bluff on Friday, down at the Tyson on Saturday with Pius. So, I mean, we're not going to bed here going into Christmas break. We got to get things amped up, and we got two big ones Friday, Saturday.
Well, I know you have a team and some well-wishers to go see. Raz, congratulations on your 300th win tonight. It's just a pleasure to be here to watch it.
I appreciate it, Pat. All you guys, the work that you do promoting not only East basketball but the whole area. It's incredible, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, thanks for putting on a good show for us.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
All right, good.
Raz Vanderloo, his 300th career win. Big win for him on a standout career that he's had. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this. This is Metro Sports TV.
You were pretty good there for a while.
Oh, my God, you were.
I mean, I don't care. It's hard to score 60 points in a half.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I've made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Well, as you see, Raz with his 300th win right there, and what a win by the longtime coach. And I know Riley, every time I say come up and do an East game with me, I know you first in line.
Sorry,
you're first in line.
The yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. You know, they're just so fun to watch. And like you said earlier, you talked about, we'll wait till one of the USIP boys leaves, and then we'll see what Raz decides to do. But we talked a couple years ago when I was first here with you. You had Honey Fitz Grant, and you said, boy, who's going to come on after him? And then all of a sudden, Jane Ray appears, and Monica Kasongo, and now the USIP boys. So I have a feeling East is going to be exciting for a long time.
Well, each and every game, Riley, and tonight's everybody played so well for East High. We give a player of the game, but today I think Bilal Yusuf was outstanding. 5 3-pointers on the night, 5 assists, great defense.
First things first was his assist, and it was the assist down to Jane Ray that started the whole thing. And then, of course, as you said, the threes, which really is great because not only can you assist, but then you open the floor up because you say you can't just defend the inside. You have to defend the 3 too, and that's what makes him such a diverse player.
And when East High is hitting their outside shot, they are really tough to beat. Well, Riley, we're going to sign off tonight. We've got a big weekend coming up with the Baumgart's invite. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports TV. Thank you all our tremendous advertisers and sponsors who make these games possible. Thank you to Baum for all their statistical and informative assistance, and thank you to our good partners at KCAU for all their help. And please watch Sports Zone here on Tuesday night, and then watch our feature on Raz's 300th win. That'll be on tomorrow night. Join us this week. Join us Thursday as we'll start the Baumgart's invite at 3 o'clock. We'll have 24 games on tap for you. And please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and on our website, Metro Sports TV, for all the scheduling of this week's. And once again, that will be pay-per-view due to streaming rights from the Tyson. But it's exceptional basketball, and I think it's well worth the $15. That $15 means you can watch all the games. Also go to our website for game highlights, players of the game, and many different features. And remember, you can always rewatch these games on demand at Metro Sports TV. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Congratulations to Raz Vanderloo on his 300th career victory, 101-33 over the Hive tonight. We'll see you Thursday night. Take care, everybody.